For today's pour, I have a couple of new paints, Ocean Green and Raw Linen. This is also a new brand that I picked up. We'll see what happens. It's also a little bit different from what I normally do because it's so subtle, but I like it. So I'm going to try these and mix them up with maybe just black and white. So I attempted to make a new mix of paint with this Ocean Green off-brand that I found at a office supply store that will remain nameless. It was a bargain price-wise, but it's not much of a bargain paint-wise because it's just is really thin and doesn't have much saturation of color. So even though I tried to get this color, I couldn't get the paint thick enough to make it work for my paints. So I had to add a heavy-bodied paint that I had. So I've got this lovely color. I've poured some in a squeeze bottle, which is the way I like to work. And now I've taken the remainder and I'm going to try to lighten it up a whole bunch with white paint because I didn't want a dark painting this morning. I wanted a really light, subtle color. Boy, is it hard for me to ever get there. I'm not crazy about these big jars of heavy-bodied paint because it seems like towards the end it's hard to get the paint out. Sometimes I even have to cut them open. Well, shoot skis. Well, what I usually do when this happens is I leave this bottle upside down with a cup under it. Ah, here comes some white. Now you're probably saying, won't this change the recipe for my paint? Because I had so much glue and so much Floetrol and so much paint, and yes. And so I will probably add a little bit of my glue mix and a little bit of Floetrol to keep the paints all similarly mixed. This is a little lighter. It won't come out because it's all stuffed up. There we go. All right, let's just open it up. All right, let's see if we get a greener look, which is what I really wanted this morning. Oh yeah. All right, you've had enough of watching me mix paint. I'll come back when it's all mixed and ready to pour today. I think I will warm up with a landscape pour, which if you've been following me, you know that's my favorite kind of pour to do. This is not a 6x6, it's an 8x8. And so I'm going to make 4 cups of paint. And what to do? Let's